Hey everyone, it's Gina and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, and I hope you enjoy this curly hair care for beginners playlist where we go over all things curly hair for beginners. I take you through how to transition your naturally curly hair and really break it down in simple, easy to follow steps. So today's video is going to be all about some of the must-have hair tools that I think are necessary when starting your curly hair journey. I'm not going to take you through a bunch of unnecessary stuff that are just extras. These are going to be the essentials for me that I recommend to all my friends and family if they're going to start taking care of their curly hair. Even people with straight hair I think can benefit from a lot of these, and they are staples that you have probably seen in so many of my videos if you follow me. So let's go ahead and get started. And the good thing about most of these, they're all super affordable and from Amazon, so they will make the perfect stocking stuffer if you are Christmas shopping right now. Add them to your Christmas list because these are great stocking stuffers and great gifts for anyone with naturally curly hair. So you might have noticed a lot of curly hair people love using anything satin or silk, and that is because it doesn't cause friction or tangle up the hair. One of my biggest recommendations for anybody, even if you have straight hair, is a satin or silk pillowcase. Mine is from Amazon. It's really cheap. I believe it was under $10. I actually like the satin one. So this is just an ivory color, goes with my sheets, really cheap and affordable, goes over any pillow. You can even take this with you traveling, but this pretty much prevents any friction on your hair, any tangles. If you find that you wake up and your hair looks like a ratted mess, then you definitely want to try this out. They say it's also good for your skin and for anti-aging because I guess it doesn't absorb the oils on your face that help moisturize. And it doesn't cause dry hair either because, again, it's keeping those natural oils on your hair, so it's not wiping them away. It's not causing any breakage. So there's so many benefits of it, not only for your hair but for your skin. So I highly recommend getting one to sleep on. It's gonna definitely change your life. Along with that, I really recommend a satin or silk bonnet. I personally love wearing a bonnet because I have short curly hair or medium curly hair, and I like keeping my hair kind of up tight to my head. So this works really well to keep all of my hair up off my neck, because if I just sleep with my hair down, even on that satin pillowcase, it still might kind of mash my curls and affect my style, and I might not have as good ringlets when I wake up because my hair kind of takes a lot of manipulation to keep it like pretty tight curls, and it will fall on next day hair. So I like the bonnet because it just keeps the hair up off my neck, keeps everything really tight, and it almost like presses it up like an accordion almost. So when I take it down, I have really good volume from where my hair has been flipped over in the bonnet, and I have really good curl definition where it's kind of been shrunk up against my head, if that makes sense. So this is great too if you're traveling, if you're staying in a hotel or at someone's house and you might not want to bring your satin or silk pillowcase. At least if you have this, you're going to be protecting your hair while you sleep. So if you don't want to get the pillowcase, definitely recommend this. This is probably the #1 essential, I would say, out of all of this stuff in this video is a bonnet. If you have really long curly hair though, you might want to just put your hair up in a scrunchie and then sleep on the satin pillowcase, but they do make larger sizes of these. I like this one from Amazon. I think I got this at a drugstore like CVS or something, but I found the same one on Amazon. There are tons. It's really hard to order them online, so I have listed my favorite one for you guys because this one is really comfortable to wear. It doesn't squeeze my head. I've ordered some on Amazon that are just such a thick, tight band because they're meant to not slip around, I guess, when you sleep, but it's just so uncomfortable and feels like your head is being squeezed. So this is super soft and comfortable to wear, so highly recommend this one. I found a very similar one on Amazon I will link you to, and they have even extra large sizes if your hair is very long. So if you do prefer to wear your hair up in a pineapple, which is pretty much a really high ponytail, a lot of people call it a pineapple because it looks like a pineapple when it's up on top of your head, but I recommend satin or silk scrunchies. This is a silk scrunchie. This is from mycasesilk.com, and they have different sizes of these depending on how thick your hair is, but the fabric on the scrunchie is going to prevent any breakage, any tangles. It's not going to crease your hair as bad, and I like this smaller size because they're tight, so I can just wrap it around at once and it will stay on top of my head. So I always have my hair up in a pineapple when I'm just at home, when I'm laying on the couch, if I'm going to lay down in bed but not necessarily go to sleep. I don't want to mess up my curls. Highly recommend wearing your hair up in a pineapple, especially like if you're going to be working out or something. It just keeps all your hair up and it pretty much protects the inside layer. And so just any like friction or frizz might happen around the outer layer, so then when you take it down, it looks a lot better. These are from Amazon. I'm not sure the brand. I had a big pack of these. This is starting to get stretched out on me, so I need to order some more, but this is a little bit thicker fabric. I do really like these. I will put the link for these on Amazon as well. They have different colors of these if you want to get them to match your hair, so you can hide it if you want to wear it out. But I love scrunchies because they don't crease my hair, they don't damage my hair, they don't pull it or snag it. I highly recommend checking out satin or silk scrunchies. Now the difference between satin or silk, silk's a little bit higher end, it's going to be a little bit softer, it's not going to snag as easily, but satin is cheaper and I think it does just as good. But if I had to pick between pineappling and the silk pillowcase and the bonnet, I would definitely go with the bonnet for sure. So this next hair tool you have probably seen me use in just about every single curly hair video, and it is my hair repair towel. This thing is so big. This is a little bit large, well, a lot larger actually than using a cotton t-shirt, but if you have seen my video all about breakage and stuff, I talk about how using a cotton flat weave towel like this or a cotton t-shirt is going to help so much with breakage. You definitely want to ditch the regular bath towel. If you are still drying your hair with a regular bath towel and you try using a cotton t-shirt or a cotton towel like this, it will make such a difference. I promise. Just try it out. Take an old t-shirt, wrap your hair up in that, or scrunch your hair with that versus using a bath towel. Those little fibers on a bath towel just rough up curls so bad. Our hair is so fragile, especially when it's wet, and you don't want to be causing any tangles or breakage. And it just makes your hair so ratty when you get out of the shower. So I love this. I don't know how I ever went without this before. I was just using a t-shirt, which worked fine, but having it being so large like this just helps so much because I can actually wrap my hair up in a turban. I can put my hair up by plopping it, where I kind of twist it around. I have a video on how to plop your hair, and that kind of keeps your hair up on top of your head as it's drying. It's a lot more absorbent than a regular t-shirt because it's a little bit thicker, but I personally like this cotton flat weave over a microfiber towel. You see a lot of people use microfiber towels, which those are better than bath towels for sure, but they still have little fibers on them. If you look really closely, it's not flat. Like, it has those little tiny fibers. It's more absorbent than a regular bath towel, but I still think that it can cause friction and frizz if you do have fine curly hair like me. The individual hairs on my head are super fine. They break really easily and I get a lot of flyaways. And by using something like this, I don't get as much. I use this to scrunch, I use it to plait my hair, I use it when I get out of the shower, and you guys have seen in my routines, I will just put my hair up loosely in a turban when I get out of the shower just so it's not dripping. And when I take it down 2 seconds later, my hair is like already starting to air dry. It's crazy how much it absorbs. It's soaking wet right now from where I just used it to style my hair. I do have a discount code if you want to check this out. I believe you get 20% off, but I will link you to Hair Repair down below. They have different colors of them, and they might even have different sizes, but this would make the perfect gift for someone. I've gotten these as gifts for family members too, and they love them. No particular order here. Next item is a Denman brush. You guys are probably so tired of hearing me talk about this in all of my videos, but this has been game changing for me. They have other brushes like the Tangle Teaser and all that stuff. I haven't tried those. I used to use a wide tooth comb to detangle, but I don't use this to detangle. I mostly use this to distribute product and create ringlets. When I don't use this, I don't have near as many ringlets. So when I use this, definitely makes a big difference. I share in my video all about how to make your hair curlier, how I use this specifically to create lots of ringlets all over my head. I use it when I refresh just to kind of tame frizz and redefine curls that might have fallen limp. So if you are struggling with your hair looking really limp, it's lifeless, it doesn't have as much bounce, then this is definitely going to help you out. And it's also really great at distributing product, so I can make sure I get product all over my head when I'm applying my styler. So this has just been game changing for me. This is the mini version. It's the 5-row version. I got this on Amazon. I got the mini version just because it was cheaper, but they do have a regular size that's a little bit bigger. So I will definitely link you to this. This is the original. It's the 5-row. So the bristles are plastic and they're spaced pretty far apart. You can actually remove these, which I have done that before. If you want larger curl clumps, and you can take out some of the rows. If you want a little bit more separated ringlets, then keep them in, and I recently added them back in. But the plastic bristles are not going to grab or snag your hair, and it's just going to glide easily over it. So something about this rounded edge, it works like a curling wand without using any heat and gives you such good ringlets. So this is definitely game changing. I guess you don't have to get it if you're starting out, but it definitely makes a big difference. So I wouldn't say that it's critical, but it's definitely one of my favorite hair tools of all time. Next up is a spray bottle. This is a Flairosol spray bottle, I think it's called, or a continuous spray bottle. I also got this on Amazon, really cheap. You can just use a regular spray bottle too, but I don't know, something about the continuous mist just makes it really nice. I like these because they do create a really fine mist. So when I'm refreshing my hair, sometimes I don't want to completely saturate my hair with water. I just want to add a really light layer of mist all over my head to just kind of redefine curls with a little bit of product. So that's mostly why I got this. It just helps with refreshing, but you could just use water on your hands, but having a spray bottle makes it so much easier. A lot of times when I'm applying my styling products and my hair is starting to dry, or I get out of the shower and it's already starting to dry and I need my hair to be more wet when I'm applying my products, I use this in that case. So I'll just wet my hair down, that way I can go in with more product and stuff, and then it's also great for refreshing. So really handy to have, definitely not as essential as the other items, but it definitely helps a lot. All right, last and final item is definitely critical, and that is a blow dryer and a diffuser. Unless if you're gonna air dry, which I highly recommend doing that because it's obviously less damaging on your hair. I'm not somebody that can air dry though. My hair just looks flat and I don't have as many ringlets, and I just don't like walking around with wet hair. So I like using a diffuser to dry my hair. So this diffuser attachment came from Amazon. It's by the brand Croc. I really like this one because it has long teeth. You guys have heard me talk about this before because I like using the teeth to put right at my root and give it a lift. This helps me get more volume. It helps kind of grab all of the hair versus the bowl versions where the teeth sit really low. I can't use those as much to create volume. And so I do really like this. It's by Croc. It's called the Magic Diffuser. I will link you to it. I went through so many diffuser attachments on Amazon and glad I found this one. The hair dryer is not bad. This is by Irresistible Me. It's called the Onyx Dryer. I like that it's more compact and it does have really low heat settings and low airflow settings. So that is something that you want to look for in a hair dryer. It's something that has a very low heat setting and very low airflow because you don't want to blow your hair all over the place, especially when you're using a diffuser. You want something that has that adjustment. So definitely look for a dryer where you can adjust the airflow and adjust the heat because you want to use really low heat, and look for something that has a cold shot button. So I like this one because it has continuous cold, so I don't have to hold a button for cold air. I can just turn it to cold and it blows out cold air. I am looking at getting the new Conair dryer and the new Conair diffuser that's made for curly hair. I actually put it on my Amazon wish list for Christmas. Hopefully my husband gets it for me. But if he doesn't, I'm definitely going to be ordering it. I'll be definitely the first to get that right after Christmas because it was sold out when I last looked. I think it's only like 30 or 40 bucks though, and it's made for curly hair. It's really affordable, and the diffuser looks just like this. So I am looking for a new dryer just because I want something that is going to have even lower heat setting. The one thing I've noticed about this dryer that I'm not crazy about is when I have it on really low airflow, it's the hottest heat. So it's a little bit backwards in that sense. So I am looking for a new one. I hope that the Conair one does good for curly hair. I've heard really great things about it. So I will link you to that Conair one. I'll put the photo here on the screen so you can see what it looks like. But I will put the link for that because I've heard great things, but I will definitely have to report back after I get it. Maybe I'll do a review on it after I can grab it from Amazon, or hopefully get it for Christmas and I can share it with you then. But if you already have a blow dryer that you like, then you can definitely use this diffuser attachment on any blow dryer. It actually didn't fit this one very good because this has a different shape to it, so I kind of rigged it up. Maybe I could do a video on how to do this with your dryer, how to get this on over like this, because it's definitely really hard to do, but once it's on, it's on. So if you have that issue with your diffuser and it has this rubber thing, let me know in the comments and I will probably do a video on how to do this because I know some people have trouble getting their diffusers to stay on, and I found a trick that works to hold it on. So that is all the tools that I wanted to talk about for today's video. There's probably a lot more that I haven't mentioned, but I think these are the essentials. Luckily, everything is really affordable. If you have any favorite hair tools, definitely let us know in the comments down below. If you have any tricks or anything you like to use that make your life easier, definitely let us know and I will be sure to check them out. If you haven't already seen the other videos that are as part of this series, I will link the full playlist down below. I've done tons of different topics. We've covered how to wash curly hair, how to deep condition, different styling techniques, all that stuff. So I hope you are enjoying this playlist, and you can always leave comments below with more video requests for me to add to this series. So like I said, everything that I mentioned in this video, I will link you to where you can order it on the blog post that goes with this video. That will be the first link in the description box right below the video. That will take you over to my blog where I have a full list of everything, so it makes it really easy to shop on there. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you join my YouTube family, and I hope to see you back next week. Bye everyone.